Okay, well, that's all.
That was a lot of excitement.
It was. I thought it was pretty good. See,
Whirlwind coming in.
you're sparkly today. You've got your sparkles on.
Isn't it supposed to be like 80 some degrees outside today?
It
Eventually.
is.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be really nice.
it's gonna get up there
Yes, it is. So looking forward to it.
after the last couple weeks of nasty,
It's
yucky
just been
weather.
strange. Cold in the morning and hot in the
The
afternoon.
world's been strange,
Well,
Billy.
this is true.
I'm ready for normal.
Good luck on that.
I know. Well, we're gonna plan some fun. Well, not plan. We've planned,
We're ready
right?
to roll.
That's right.
It's all planned. We're ready to have a party.
That's
So,
it. Beautiful downtown Statesville.
That's right. We're going into busy season.
Yes, it is. So start us off. What's going on?
Oh well, let's just talk about who I brought with me today.
Let's do that.
Today I brought Miss Melanie Taylor, and she owns the Wine Maestro, the one and only Wine Maestro. Well, there's
Indeed.
another one, but the one only in downtown
That's
Statesville.
right.
The best wine
That's
maestro.
That's
right.
right.
That's right. So brought her with me today. She is my partner in crime when it comes to the wine walk. And then I brought April Helgeson. I'm still not saying it right.
Yeah, close
Say
enough.
it for me.
Helgeson.
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 Yes, and
Ron
she.
wanted to know that too. Helgeson.
I
I was trying to
even
figure out how to pronounce it.
even
earlier.
did the dry run ahead of the show and still said it wrong. I'm sorry, April.
That's okay.
And she is with Griffin Insurance,
Ah.
who, for the I don't even know how many years now, have sponsored the Wine Walk. Yeah, our presenting sponsor for the Wine Walk. They sponsor Christmas too.
Yeah, I
So
know.
they
It's big
sponsor the
time.
happy things.
Yeah.
Look at
That's
the bad
right.
things.
Well, there's not any bad things, but
I
you
was gonna
know,
say.
but you're sponsoring the happy things. I'm gonna pull y'all's microphones up
A little bit closer. There you go.
a little bit closer now. I'm in a good
You go,
mood.
girl.
I'm sorry. It's gonna be pretty outside, and we're talking about one of
That's
my
right.
favorite events. So
Wine walk.
yes,
When
let's
is
just
it?
dive into it.
Let's do it.
Wine Walk this year is on Saturday, April 26th. It is from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. We use most of downtown. We have businesses scattered throughout. And what we do is we place Melanie and Caitlin to pick out the perfect wines to put in businesses. So we have two per business. And you go in, you take your handy dandy little Wine Walk glass. We have a new one this year. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. That's exciting also. But you have your glass that you get at your check-in. You go in and you get to sample whichever one or both of the wines in that establishment, and then you go on to the next place and to the next
Mhm.
place. And Melanie said we have we think over 40
I think
establishments.
there are about 40 establishments downtown, over 80 wines
Yep.
out. So if you're a sweet wine drinker, a dry wine drinker, we've got everything a lot of North Carolina wines, a lot of California wines, some Italian wines, French wines,
I saw some
German
really.
wines.
Did you bring
Yes,
the list?
Yeah, I did bring a list.
I saw some crazy stuff because, as most people know, some people don't. I used to own the Wine Maestro, so I helped start this event back in 2000, I think 13 or 14. And Melanie's been fantastic in helping continue it. And it's crazy to me to see the different wines that are out now that were not there when we started this event. I think I saw a mint something on there.
Right. There's a Mint Moscato on there. We actually also this year we're putting a couple of sakis out for folks to try.
What was that
Uh,
margarita thing you were just
There's
telling me about?
an agave wine. It's
Yes.
a wine made out of made out of the agave plant, and it tastes like a margarita. It's
Have you
pretty
had-
awesome. And so
There's
we've got a
other
couple of
things
different
that
flavors
the
of that.
agave plant does.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another story.
And we have some meats this year as well.
That's
Oh.
right. That's
So-
right. We actually have a Bee and Barrel, which is a honey store
Right,
downtown
right,
now.
right.
And they specialize in mead. So I know they've got some interesting, I think I saw a blackberry mead that they're doing, or it was a flavored blackberry raspberry, I think. So
Do you have a Liebfraumilch?
I don't think we have a leaf for milk.
not on the
year.
wine walk.
Not
Do
on
you even
Wine
know what that is,
Walk, but
Billy?
That's something I saw
I do have some Chenin
years
Blancs
ago.
and some Vino Verdes and some Riesling. So
Yeah, none of which Billy knows.
I have no idea. It's like,
So this is for people who have the highest knowledge of wine down to I may never have tried wine or have only tried wine a little bit. We always
want to get drunk with their friends.
that's right. That's right. So
wine cooler.
the wine walk is great. It's great for people of all wine interests.
Yeah, it's a great thing if you're just getting into wines, like Liz said, to be able to try a lot of wines, figure out what it is you like, what it is you don't like. Or if you already kind of like some wine, but you want to expand your palate, it's a great way to try different things.
Yeah. And the beauty of this is if you do find something you like, everything's for sale. You can go back to Wine Maestro at the end. You've got an order form. You're going to get this handy dandy little program with an order
Oh, how
form
cool is
inside.
that?
So
Very
you
nice.
take notes as you're walking around, and then you get discounts if you buy that day. They're gracious enough at the Wine Maestro for any orders placed that day. You get extra percentages off. You don't have to pay right then. They ask that you put down a deposit, I think.
Actually, we just take your orders that day,
Ah.
and then some of it we may be able to fill that day. Some of it should be in the next week.
Look at that. So
week
they
later.
easy peasy. That's what happens when you shop in a small town.
See, that's exactly right. So, do you have any of those people that go?
Only you, Billy.
Okay, fine.
Sure.
There's a few of those spitter
I'd-
ones
I'd do
too,
it
that
with-
swish and spit.
They
Spit on
you
your
know,
floor.
To each his own. Of course, people do like to do the swirl, sniff, and spit. That's kind of old school. But most of us don't waste
I'm never
wine
gonna
that
be
way.
invited
That's right.
Of course you are. But and then let's talk about a little bit about the process. So you go online, you buy your tickets. Everything's online at downtownstatesville.com. Very easy to
Do
buy
you have the
tickets.
QR code up?
I am working on that. Well, the
Okay.
downtown Statesville one is up.
Yeah,
there
so
you go.
downtown states will go to featured events. It goes right to your tickets.
There you go.
Tickets are only $25, and it is unlimited tastings this year. So we did away with the tickets. So you get to come, you get to taste however many wines you want. It is one sample per wine. But that's a pretty good deal.
Conceivably,
So
you could taste 80 different wines.
nobody's going to be able to do that. We will stop serving you if you're
Yeah.
intoxicated.
Challenge.
Challenge
remind people-
accepted.
Yeah, we remind people to please drink responsibly.
Yeah, we're not
We
going
have to take a class and everything, don't worry.
You do. You have to. All of our volunteers take a class on how to watch for the signs. If you're slurring, stumbling, we're not going to serve you. But
Hey, I like this one.
yep, everybody has to take the ALE class, and then they have to take the Liz class, which is much harder than the
Mhm.
ABC class.
I can imagine. So, and social district?
Yes. Well, let's go through it from the beginning. So you're going to check in. Our check-in this year is going to be at Beth and Company,
Okay.
which is
North Center
one-
Street.
Oh, what is
Oh.
the address there?
I'm sure it's on the map that you have there.
Well, this is
Oh,
an
that's
old
the
one.
good. Okay.
My program's not ready yet.
Anyway, it's on North Center Street.
Yeah, it's on North Center Street. It's right beside Red Buffalo where we checked in last year.
There you go.
Which that one's 106.
104.
Yeah, it's right there. I think it's 108, 111, somewhere right
114.
around there. 114. I was so close. I try to be like
Like
Marion
you're
Tomlin
wrong.
and know every address in
That's right.
downtown, but it took her 16 years. I'm only on year 4.
Well,
I'm getting there.
yeah, you are.
So anyway, so check-in is at Beth and Company, which is great because they have that nice big lobby. So you'll
Yes.
get a social district drink if you want to, but come check in at Beth and Company. You will get your program, you'll get your order sheet, you'll get your glass, you'll get a wristband. We do check everybody's ID. Don't forget that.
Mm.
We have a trolley again this year.
Ah,
There's 8 or 9 trolley stops all throughout because we do have some businesses that are a little bit farther out with the New Mermaid, Molly Malone's, Lake Norman Pool and Spa,
Oh,
some places-
yeah.
Galaxy Arcade, some
oh,
places like that are
right.
just a block or two farther that you may not want to
Mhm.
walk.
And they have some awesome wines, so be sure you take the trolley to try them out.
We give better wines, so we make you want to go that little extra farther, extra distance. So, but yes, so the glass this year is this thin plastic.
Yeah.
So
Oh, is
it is.
plastic?
It looks like a real wine
It
glass.
does.
And it feels like a real wine glass, but it's
Yes.
actually plastic. So, and it does have the Ville Social District on it.
Very
So
nice.
you can carry this glass around with you.
Okay.
So that when you get your 1 ounce of wine, it goes up to this line right here, this drink responsible B21 line.
Mhm.
And that is 1 ounce pour, and you can carry this around with you and enjoy the social district. This is the first year that we've been able to do that.
How many sips can you get out of an ounce?
I don't know. You have to ask
How
that
many-
owl ask the owl from that commercial.
Well,
How many
she's-
minutes does it take to get to the
She's a
center?
gulp. Gulp.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a
So-
shot.
So that's really fun that we get to do this year.
That is
No
really
tickets
nice.
is nice
yeah. So you don't have to keep up with them
Yeah.
and everything. So
That is cool.
so I want April to talk a little bit about Griffin Insurance and why it's so important
She's looking at you.
that they sponsor
Oh, we liked each
events
other.
like the wine walk and
You-
Christmas and Griffin sponsors a lot of things. You just sponsored the Wizard of Oz, which I was much skin in.
Yeah.
And, but why is it important?
Roll up to that
Griffin?
microphone.
Yep, you got
rolled-
you got to talk into
you
the
rolled
microphone. It won't come
backwards.
to you any farther.
Oh my gosh. Well, so being downtown, we want to make sure that obviously we're there for all your insurance needs, but we care about our community. We care about the people in it. We want you to feel comfortable coming in. We're faces that you know. I mean, Mike's been here 40 something years. I've lived here 20. Leon's lived on the outskirts for 20. So, I mean, we're just part of the community. We insure together. So, being seen and not asking for anything. We just want to be part of the community with no strings attached. So I think it's nice that we do fun stuff like this, and getting to see all the people out and not in a work environment is fun for us. I love the wine walk. The people come, you meet people who their kids come from Massachusetts to come do this with their mom. I would get along better with my parents drunk. So, I mean, that being part of the community is important and is fun for all of us.
Absolutely.
And we do always make sure that there are good red wines at Griffin Insurance for you to sample, because that's what Leon likes to drink.
Yes.
He's a big red guy.
We just like the cool bottles. Like we had the cat last year.
Oh yeah.
That was fun.
It's always fun to see where the cat ends up. The
Yeah.
cat will be out there somewhere this year.
Oh, the cat
It's a
was-
bottle shaped like a
It's a
cat.
It
bottle
is.
And it
shaped
comes
like a
in pastel
cat.
colors. I kept them as
It's a
vases.
Riesling.
It was fun.
Yeah, and
Really?
the wine's decent.
it
You know,
is.
if you like sweet wine.
Yeah.
But the bottle is neat. It looks like there's different colors now. They used to just come in like pink and
Oh,
black.
they're all different colors, and they do seasonal colors. So right now it's mostly some pretty pastel colors, a really pretty kind of a cobalt blue color. Around the holidays, they'll do green and red and gold and silver. They do black and orange and purple at Halloween. So it's
fun.
always fun.
That's cool.
It's such a good gimmick.
It is
Collect
a good gimmick.
collect the whole
I
set.
like the set.
I need to
One
just
in every color.
come up with a gimmick. But I do want to mention real quick while we're talking about sponsors, Griffin is our presenting sponsor along with Wine Maestro. But we do also have John Barnard, CPA is a big sponsor for us. Jenkins Cleaners, got to give a shout out to Kevin Hollifield and his crew. Merrill Lynch, they're kind enough to let us use their parking, and we put our portage on there. That is an extremely important thing. And we want to say thank you to them. And then we also just picked up BridgeNet Fiber. They are a brand new sponsor. So we want to give them a big shout out
Very nice.
for joining us this year.
Very
So just a little, thumbs up to those guys. And anybody that wants to sponsor, give me a shout at 704-878-3436 or Liz at downtownstatesvillenc.org. I'm always happy to take your money.
Yes, you are.
Keep these events going, and you could be sitting here where April's sitting.
I mean, it's very comfortable.
Isn't it fun? This is
Isn't it
fun,
though?
right,
Yeah.
April?
It's fun. This
Yes.
Sure.
So let's keep going about are you
Yeah.
finished?
No, no.
Billy, you got somewhere to be?
I had to scratch my ear.
He had an itch.
We bored him.
No, you're not boring. I'm just waiting you to say something where I have to go to the.
Yeah,
Beep.
keep your finger there. Yeah.
You're the one that I need the beat button for you.
Thank you.
Why do you think I'm
I've
here?
been nice.
Yeah.
I haven't said anything derogatory at all.
I know.
I even
Yeah.
pronounced the word derogatory right.
pronounced
So
that
there you
well.
are.
Yeah. So well let's get back to some wine walk talk. What else you got for me,
Yeah.
Melanie? You brought that list.
So I did bring the list. So we've got a great selection of Moscatos, some North Carolina wines. So we've got wines from Slightly Askew, from Davestay down in Troutman. We've got a
Yep.
couple of their wines this year that we're pouring. Biltmore, Shelton Vineyards, Weathervane and Woodmill wines. So we've got a really good selection of North Carolina wines this year for folks that like those.
I know you can't describe all of them, but I don't know my Riesling from a whatever.
Mm-hmm.
a good Gesundheit or whatever it was I said a while ago. What's a Merlot as opposed to what's are all reds dry?
No, some of them are more dry than others. Some of them are more fruity. So we do have some red blends that are a little fruity. We have a great red wine this year that's not a sweet red wine that you serve chilled. And actually, that one will be at Griffin Insurance this year. So it's an Italian red and it's a table
Like
wine. You
me.
can serve it. You can serve it
Right.
room temperature, or it's really nice chilled. So that's a really nice one as you go into summer. If you're a red wine drinker and you don't like something that's really sweet, it's a really nice one to try.
And that's part of the protocol. You don't chill red wine.
Actually,
You do.
no,
Oh,
you actually. So
but
that's
you do white.
So okay,
Preference.
here's the
See?
deal, Billy.
See?
Nobody can tell you how to drink your wine. You drink it the way you want to drink it. Those protocols are kind of gone by the wayside.
Yeah, I prefer my red wine to chill just a little, maybe about 66 degrees, and then bring it up to room temperature as you drink. So pour it chilled and kind of brings out the flavors. of
Yeah,
it. It
but-
really
And
does-
your white wine, you should probably take it out for a little bit before you drink it. You don't want it to be so cold that it masks the flavor. It's the same kind
And
of
something
thing.
you have to let it breathe. You have to open your bottle and let it breathe.
open the bottle, especially reds. Open the bottle, leave it open for a while. Usually, a lot of times, if I'm drinking a bottle at home, I'll leave it for an hour or so.
You drink a whole bottle at home?
Well, I sometimes have some
It's
help.
only 4 glasses.
Usually have a little bit of help.
Another
Liz does 2 or 3 bottles. That's another
another thing that we do during wine walk is we do have descriptions of all the wine at each location.
good.
So you can read a little bit about what you're drinking. So it will say that
education.
this Merlot is from this region in California
right.
or wherever it's from. So
Maybe a
it will
little
give you
tasting
some
note or something. as
yeah,
well.
it will tell you a little bit about what you're drinking, where it's from. Get some hints of vanilla or whatever it may be.
And so are North Carolina wines competitive with California? I don't know if they're competitive with French.
I will say North Carolina wines have changed a lot over the years. Originally, North Carolina was really known for sweet wines, and a lot of the wines tended to be more Moscatos or a Muscadine or a Blackberry or something. But North Carolina is now producing a lot more wines that really kind of hold their own. So they have some more traditional wines. We've got a great Albarino, I think, that we're pouring, a Pinot Grigio from Davostay. So they're more like a traditional California wine.
Okay.
It's funny. One of the coolest things I ever heard a winemaker say, he was from North Carolina. He made wine here for years, learned how to make wine in North Carolina. Then he went out to California. And when he comes back to North Carolina, he'll say making wine in North Carolina for a year is like making wine in California for 20 years because the climate and soil here change so rapidly.
Yes.
Out there, it stays the same all the time.
Right.
Here, you never know what you're going to get. So making wine here is very difficult.
Okay. But I also know that there's some, well, like Wendy and her hubby, they grow the wine, they grow the grapes, but then they sell it to the winemakers. So there's that part of the industry too, I guess, around here. Yeah. So, and people who have muscadines, like you're talking about, there's a big muscadine vineyard. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
that's-
Woodmill does a lot of muscadine wines, and we do have some of those that we're highlighting this year as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
Either Muscadine or Scuppernong, one of those is the state grape because they grow
Maybe,
here
yeah.
so much. Yeah.
I think it's Scuppernong, maybe.
Are you not looking it up? See, I
He's
told you.
fact-checking us.
It's one of those grapes, or the state grape. I mean, I know my papa used to grow muscadine grapes in his yard. And,
Mhm.
oh, I hated them.
Yeah, they're gross.
Scuppernong.
It is Scuppernong. I knew it was one.
Oh, are they bitter? Is that why?
No, people
You
that
just
love
like
them
them?
love them. It just
Oh, it's too
doesn't-
sweet.
yeah.
I like
They're sweet.
Scuppernongs.
It just doesn't do it for me.
And plum. You used to do plum wines.
Yeah. We do have a plum sake this year, a plum wine sake.
Oh, now that's a different thing you're talking
That
about
is
is the
different.
sake. That,
Sake's hot right now.
Sake is very hot right now. We have a good selection of sake, but we've got, I think, 2 that we're pouring this year.
But sake is also literally hot. Don't you serve it hot?
No, that's not a thing anymore, really.
It can be served hot, but we're going to serve these
I
room
mean,
temperature.
what do
that they
you
want.
know?
Apparently nothing. I know
You'll
nothing.
have to come and learn.
Billy
Uh,
hasn't gone out in public
when I-
apparently in like
when I-
20 years.
When I watch those Japanese movies, they come out and they're really and they're hot in a little thing. Anyway,
Was it in black and white?
but yeah, as a matter of fact,
Oh my gosh, that was worth bringing you
and they got
today.
that they got that green little pasty stuff they put in there. So anyway, all right. So that's all coming up. Recap when that's happening.
Yes, Saturday, April 26th, but tickets are available now. We are ticket sales are going great, and we typically do sell out of this event. So our goal is 1,000 tickets. So,
Wow.
and
You
we are
go,
well
girl.
on our way. Yeah. I remember when we first started it, we sold out at like 400 tickets, and we were so excited about that.
It's a busy day in downtown. It's a lot of fun.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So,
really is.
so we're really looking forward to it. Please come buy your tickets, www.downtownstatesville.com. And paramedic Ron over there's got it all on the screen, right?
Trying, yeah.
There
I'm
it is.
kind of sorry if I'm kind of looking like I'm zoned out. I'm looking at that computer because this one's kind of slow on because I'm zoomed into that computer.
So
Well,
he's concentrating. He's a producer.
yes. And again, I want to give shout outs to Wine Maestro. Again, Melanie has just been such a great partner and for this event for many years now, since 2018. Yeah. So
Wow.
she slid right on in there, and I've done this event now from every angle. So it is a lot of work to put it together, but I think we've got it down to a science now. So I really appreciate that. And I appreciate April being here from Griffin Insurance. And thank you, Mike Griffin and Leon, for always having our back and helping make these events happen.
We're happy to do
Absolutely.
it.
So you guys
right.
come on out to Wine Walk. Oh, Friday after
Yes.
5. Can
Coming
I mention
up.
Friday after 5?
Piedmont Healthcare
Oh my
Friday
God,
after
we're,
5.
we're almost there. It's just a few weeks away. Our first band is Ashes and Arrows from Asheville.
They're very
It
good.
is a duo, and they have been here in Statesville before. They played with Piedmont Folkways, I believe,
Yep.
in your
I
studio
believe so.
when it was downtown.
Mhm.
And when they were just starting out pre-COVID.
It was very early on.
And I remember listening to them thinking, these guys are going to do something. They're going to make it.
Good. You finally got them.
I finally got them, and their booking agent, after I'd already booked them, and they weren't that easy to get. Like, we went back and forth a little bit on that price, let me tell you.
I'm sure.
And he said, and after we finally locked it in, he goes, I'm just going to let you know that these guys are getting ready to start booking out at $25,000 a show.
Hoa!
And I said, well, when they do, you let me know so I can say, hey, we got them
We
win.
got them win.
That's right.
And we'll never be able to afford them again. But yeah, real quick, let me go down our sponsor list. We have some great sponsors this year, some new sponsors, obviously some sponsors that have been with us for many years, but our Piedmont Healthcare Friday after 5 shows would not happen without our sponsors.
That's right.
Obviously, Piedmont Healthcare, they've been with us the entire time. I think this is our 17th year with
Wow.
them. Flow, they've got 4 dealerships here. I'm not going to name them because I'll forget one.
Yes.
The city of Statesville, of course, we wouldn't be able to do any of this without our partnership with the city. Randy Marion, New Image Services, Denzo, Doosan Bobcat, MBA Roofing, Southern Oncology, Gallagher Fleet Services, R. Gregory, Jewelers, Allen Tate Realty, Aether Air, Kawani, Central Liner Realty, Duncan Heating and Air, Home Run, the Essence
On Broad.
That too.
on
yes,
Broad. Thank
yes.
you. I've got the shortcut notes here. Iredell Free News, Soundcheck Live, Mitchell Community College, and of course WAME Radio. I am probably missing something because I do not like having this radio show on Monday mornings. I had to run by the office
So
and print this
sorry.
stuff out real quick.
We can change it to Sunday night.
Can we?
Yeah.
All the listeners will be there, I'm sure.
That's right.
No, I get up and I'm like, radio show. Do I have my stuff? No.
No.
I got to go by their office.
That's right.
I miss having you downtown, Billy.
I miss being downtown.
Yeah.
So you never know when something might pop up.
I got ideas.
I'm sure you do.
Thank you for having us.
All right.